Welcome back to another BishPlays, and today we're on episode 8 of Planet Coaster 2. We are back in Greenwood Glades and we are working on this area today. So I mentioned in the end of like the update episode I did, episode 8, the last episode, that we were gonna do a rapids here. I think this we need a water ride basically, and I think rapids is probably the thing I'm looking to do. I need to straighten these paths out. They're a bit janky over here. But anyway, that'll be something I'll do later. Yeah, I was thinking rapids. So I'm still trying to think how to do this because I've given myself a bit of a strange area to do it in. Unless I pull this path further out, which I could do. And then, so because at the moment it looks a bit like a, I don't know, it looks like a bit like a kidney. It's that sort of weird sort of kidney bean shape. Maybe if I pull it out and it actually does sort of wraps around these trees, and then I do it all here in this centre bit. Maybe that's what we do. Yeah, because before I was originally thinking about doing a station here with it sort of coming down and around, and then over the top of the path. And then sort of weave it around in here a bit, back over the path and connect back to the station. I think having it go over the path is going to be quite tricky. Not necessarily tricky. I don't know if it'll go with the not necessarily the theme, but like I think it might be a bit too extreme for this section. Like, 'cause this is all kind of, you know, it's all naturey and peaceful and calm and whatnot. And then having rapids and stuff going over the top of the walkways, I think might be quite a bit too much. So yeah, I think maybe that's what I'll do is I'll pull this out and we'll have it all within here, so it sort of like goes along and sort of tucks the coaster a little bit. Yeah, and then we can use it, we can come down this way and fill in some of these gaps down here, because I do want to have a larger lake and a larger water section. Because in the last episode, if I show you what we found, if I can find it, there was a massive, I mean, absolutely massive, this. It's so big, it's completely slowing my game down. Oh no. But yeah, yeah, I was thinking, like, I just think it would look so good having two massive pirate ships in like this massive lake. And then we can have like bits going around it and stuff like that. And I was thinking of maybe doing that in this sort of area up here, because we do eventually want to build outwards. So we've got, if I look, I know I've said this before, let me just get rid of this menu. We look at the park design we've got at the moment. We've got obviously the main entrance and a couple of little shops and a little courtyard eating area. And then you sort of come down here, which is sort of become not our main street, but it's where the bulk of our rides and stuff are. You've got our coaster down here. You can come across the back, and there's got bumper cars and a couple of other shops and a little sitting area. Over here, we haven't really got anything. We've got obviously the train that goes through the sort of forest and the teacups. So we do need to eventually come this way. I don't know if maybe we put the pirate ship over in this direction, because we've obviously got the little lake there. Could maybe connect them? I don't know, I'm running with ideas here. But yeah, anyway, we're going to jump straight in and get started on the rapids. Now, is it classed as a... No, it's classed as a... No, it's not classed as a flume, is it? It'd be a track ride, technically. Okay, create custom. Yes, I don't want to go for anything like this, like steamboats or just like not a normal log flume. I generally think rapids. I think that will probably be what works best, because I have a lot of we'll have a lot of rock features, and maybe we'll get some interactive stuff going, some little like water things, waves. I don't know. There's a couple of ideas. So yeah, I'm gonna do this one by hand. I'm not gonna do a workshop build for this. So I'm already dreading it, because I don't do track rides. I never really played around with it. I am going to speed build the majority of this, so you're going to not have to sit and watch me struggle. And plus that way I can hide a lot of my mistakes in the speed run, because it'll be at like times 1000%. But anyway, I'm going to get started on this. We're going to get this down and we'll see what we end up with. I will see you after the time lapse. Right, I'm back. So that wasn't actually as painful as I thought it would be. So let me talk you through what I've done. I know it's something amazing, and I used quite a lot of nature aspects. I'm going to add a couple more little bits here and there, but I'll probably do that like when I'm off camera, when I'm just like chilling at the weekend, and then I'll give you guys an update of what I've done. Then I'm thinking about adding some little bits of ignore the power, the distributor I put there, just like it will be hidden away. But yeah, so I was thinking I wanted it obviously to come up and a little drop. So I put this on a sort of like a little bit of a hill. It comes down, and then I just wanted sort of like it to weave in and out of the trees and amongst some of the rocks and stuff. So I didn't want, like, again, it wasn't never meant to be anything crazy or anything like super extravagant. It's supposed to be like a relaxing like river rapids. That's all it's supposed to be. I put a little I lowered the ground underneath the track and did put a little layer of water just to kind of, I don't not really to, it's nothing really, well, I was say it is aesthetic, but it's more, I thought it made it pop a little bit more rather than just having the track plain on top of the grass. There's a couple bits I need to smooth out, so I made to make these a little bit deeper, so it doesn't look like the water's flowing onto the grass so much, so it doesn't look like it's actually inbuilt within the ground. This bit here I had a little lake, and as I was doing it I was like, oh, I'll have a little random tree in the middle of it, sort of come around here. I was thinking of maybe, so I placed a couple of these larger trees around, and I've done them in a way that there's kind of like a square here. I don't know if they've got string lights, I can't remember. Scenery, let me have a look. I should have thought about this. As I was placing the trees down, I should have had a look. I was thinking about having lights come across and sort of like loop around, so as you'll sort of come through here, you've got like a load of nice pretty lights above you. I'm not sure what there is. I'll have to have a look. Also, this has had the update in, and I only just realised that because I was like, I don't recognise some of these pieces. It's got the has it got the western stuff in it already? I can't remember. I haven't really been following it. Yeah, there are some, like, you can't really see this here. Let me zoom in. I'm not on the rock, but yeah, you've got like these string lights. So I was thinking about doing a couple of them, sort of going like moving across some of the trees and stuff. So that might be quite nice. But yeah, that's something I'm going to add in when I'm probably just chilling and playing at the weekend. But yeah, I was really happy with actually how it came. I know it's really basic, and I know that there's a lot better out there, but for learning like how to do all this, I'm really happy with it. So I've kept the actual thing nice and smooth across the majority of it, and I have added towards the end sort of the more rapidy section of it. But yeah, I'm really I'm chuffed about it, but it's come out, and I think it fits in quite well actually. Sort of coming out and having a little look at this sort of general area, it fills it in nicely because this was just sort of a bit of a weird area. Yeah, so very happy with it. I'm going to change the colour of the actual rapids though, so these are going to be a dark green pretty much across the whole thing. Have the seats dark green, and then have that as well. What is black? It's the back of the seats, isn't it? Might make that a white. No, oh, that isn't the back of the seats. No, we'll keep that like a dark green. Where's the back of the seats? Is it this one? No, that's not it. I was thinking about having the seats. No, that doesn't work. I was going to have the seats white. No, we'll just stick it like that. Yeah, that looks good. Yeah, I like that. That's pretty good. The actual beams over here I need to change. I'm going to make them brown, just so it sort of fits in with this. The actual track itself, I'm not sure if I want to keep that green or if I want to go with like a brown. Actually, hold on. Let me make them black. Let's have a look. Let's go with like a S2 red. Looks a bit yellowy. Let me zoom out. Actually, I think I prefer that. Yeah, I think we'll go with that. But yeah, that's it. I'm like really happy with that. I think I've come along really nicely. I need to add some... how do we add extra cars on it? Is it here? No, that's on maintenance. Here we go. Trains. So let's do... How many should we have? I don't know how busy this is going to be. I think I'll start with... Oh, look, they're flowing away. Uh-oh. Have I done this wrong? I'm not sure. Right, what's this here? This, like, brake. Let me start it up. Let's do a test. Just want to see how it actually... Because I haven't actually checked to make sure it even works. Because they aren't, like, chains or anything, like, pulling them along. It is the flow. I don't know whether I need to... Whether it will just go around on its own, or if I do need, like, to take, like, gravity into effect. If I need to have this, like, elevated a little bit more so it comes in here. But yeah, these aren't going in. They're just, like, stuck. Will they get pushed? I doubt they will. Let me speed up. Or does this need to be like a loading bay part of the track? I'm not sure. Because I think these are just going to come around and get stuck. I didn't think about this. You can tell I don't do this much. Okay, well what about... Okay, coming around the last corner. In your own time. Like, what happens here? Oh, it does move it on, but then they all get stuck. Okay. I need to have a look at the track then. So, how do I do that? Edit track. So, this section here... Do I need to have this as... Rapids? Will it keep the flow going? It's like trying to push them. Maybe I do need to have this higher. I could have a little ramp and it comes down. I don't know. And there's trees everywhere. Spot is obstructed. Is it obstructed because the things are there? Like if I did this bit. No, I can't. Let me delete this. Do I have to go into construction mode? No. Smooth direction. Forward. Has that fixed it? No. They're just still going down. I think it's because that's uphill. Yeah, it's going uphill. Edit track again. I need this higher. I need this section higher. But I can't make it higher. Why can't I make it higher? Is it because there's a tree in the way? No, there's nothing. What about if I just did another section? Can I make that higher? No, I can't. Oh. Can I place it? How do I just delete this? Delete. Okay, and then let's go up. It's obstructed. Is it because of these trees? Oh my god, just get out! Stop deleting things! Let me get rid of these trees. I'll place these back once we've done this. Okay, and then edit track. Why can't you go there now? You were there a second ago before I deleted you. Why? Can you go up? Oh god, right. Put it all back how it was. Oh, I swear to god, this fucking tree. Go away. I can't delete it, it's out the boundaries. Oh, for God's sake. I'm not sure. I might have to ask you guys to help for this. Surely there's like a... Is there not like a track or like a rail or something? Auto rapid section, smooth direction forwards, smooth. Should I smooth it out? That fix the height? No, it's still like, yeah. That's stations, that's loading and whatnot. Move track settings. What if I like select the whole lot? That's probably not going to help at all, is it? Okay, that worked. It just had to be higher, so let me get this in. It did go green. Like that section did go green. Maybe I can lower this? Well, no, I need it higher. What's this? No, it's not one of them. No, I don't want one of them. Spot is obstructed. Oh, God, I give up. I'm not rebuilding this whole thing, I swear to God. And it's not sitting there as a decoration. What if I would say if I increase the height of the ground, that won't put it up, will it? I might need to do a little YouTube-y. Hold on, I'll be back in a minute. Okay, so I had a look and I couldn't really find anything that helps me out. Unless I move the station down, I don't know if that's possible to do. We come out of this mode. Please tell me I can just move the station down. Advanced move. Oh, it's going to move the whole entire thing. I suppose I could do that. Should I make it? I think that's still on a... yeah. But if I make it lower... no, it won't let me go lower. Whose idea was to put trees everywhere? That was my idea. No, it's still going up. I don't know how to edit the track. Ugh. It's frustrating because I said it before quite a few times. I have a limited amount of recording time for when I do these videos. I use my lunch break because I work from home, so I use my lunch break so I can actually like record them and then edit them in the evening, and so they can be up like the next day. I haven't got the time because I've got meetings all day tomorrow. I don't want to have to do what I did last week where I ended up having to do a short update video. Ugh, I've massively flopped this. I'm really sorry, guys. I should have probably tested it if I put all the scenery around it. But yeah, that's where I'm going to have to leave it off because I've spent so long in between takes trying to fix this. And I'm out of time and I need to get this edited so there's at least something up there. If anybody knows a way that I can fix this without me having to delete this entire area and having to redo it because it took me ages, and I know it's just a couple of trees and rocks, but I'm really happy with the design and I don't want to have to do it again from scratch. So if anybody knows a way that I can fix this, then I would be forever grateful. I will give you a shout out. If somebody can give me an answer, I'll give you a shout out next video. I literally I will worship you forever. But anyway, I am gonna have to finish it off there. I will finish up with a POV of the ride and up until we get where we get stuck. So, which might not mean anything because we're probably gonna be getting like probably not gonna. Will you stop going so fast? There we go. Yeah, we'll probably end up having to delete anyway. So it's probably gonna end up looking different. But anyway, here's a nice POV. If you liked this, I knew I'd end up struggling. So if you did like the struggle and you want to show some appreciation, please hit that like and hit that sub. I'm going to leave you with this POV and I'll catch you in the next one. Please, if anybody knows how to fix this, do let me know. But anyway, Bish out, enjoy the rest of your week and I'll see you soon. Bye! Fuck my life.